We're here at the 5th Pan-Commonwealth Forum on Open Learning. I'm here with David Nthenqwe, winner of the award, E-Learning Award in Difficult Circumstances. Good afternoon, David.
Good afternoon to you.
Now, David, could you please share with us some of the challenges you faced while trying to study in an intense situation?
I think one of the most challenging situations was insecurity. Trying to read and then at the same time respond to insecurity situation where you have to be safe, at the same time you have to think about what's going on, and at the same time you don't know if you'll be evacuated or if you'll be attacked, and you have to read at the same time and be able to meet the deadlines, but at the same time working.
Could you describe to us a day in Kinshasa?
At times it can be very calm, quiet, and very, very, very warm and hot sometimes. But suddenly it can just change from that quietness to rumbling guns and bullets. And that's Kinshasa at times, especially up to last year. Yeah.
So most students have access to the internet, they have access to the use of technology. What did you have and what didn't you have?
I am lucky working in a country where just about everything else doesn't work, especially communication. There are no communication facilities. I'm lucky to be working for the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, where they have the internet connection. And so I was able to access the reading materials. My tutor, Greg Starr, was able to send me these reading materials through the internet. But for most of the people, whether students or just general people interested in accessing information, it's very difficult because the internet hasn't been developed, or if there is, it's just running on a shoestring budget, if you like. They are on and off, power cuts, insecurity itself, and so on and so forth. So it's very, very difficult for an ordinary student. So
things are still not easy in Kinshasa right now?
No, not easy at all. Of course, we're seeing change in terms of security and the political situation. Some parts are pretty calm, but it's very unpredictable, I must say.
So what two main changes would you like to see to make things easier for the future generation?
I think, yes, the use of the internet is very critical, especially for societies that have been caught up in conflict, like the DRC. The internet offers a window for those people who are caught up in a conflict. One very interesting example was in the Eastern Congo, where I went and I was looking for an internet cafe, and there was only one cafe, which was disrupted during the war, but it was funded and it was helping the community. But more so the people who were affected by the war. They used to go to that internet cafe, the owners used to print out whatever news there was, whatever news on the Congo there was, and then they would paste the news on the wall. People would go there and read, because there are no newspapers, and the radio stations in the surrounding areas are not trusted. There are radio stations in other countries, and the Congo itself doesn't have as much radios. It doesn't have newspapers or radio stations. So this was like a window for them to understand their own situation, the conflict situation, and who was doing what, responsible for what. But then it closed when the security forces, the invading forces, realized that this was a window for many people. They went there and shut it down. And now they were trying to revive it. But it's the only cafe in an area where you have a population of not less than 1 million people.
So what has really inspired you about the conference? What single thing has inspired you about the conference?
What has inspired me is the commitment of the Commonwealth itself to try and reach as many people as possible through open learning or distance learning. And I think it is an answer to many people who cannot access this structured formal education, if you like. So for the young, especially for the youth, who many of them, because schools are far away, and maybe they could be close to an internet cafe that is working, and they could be able to access such information and help to develop themselves.
David Nthenqwe, thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
David Nthenqwe, winner of the E-Learning Award in Difficult Circumstances. Thank you.